The word mortgage comes from Old French and it literally translates to death pledge. It was a pact where your loan either died when it was paid off or your property was taken by the lender. Mortgages are designed to keep you trapped. Decades of payments that mostly go towards interest. Meanwhile, banks rake in billions of dollars.
The Commonwealth Bank has posted a record full-year profit of $10.2 billion.
And everyday regular people feel the noose tightening around their necks. So then, what's the solution? We fight back. The system might be rigged, but it doesn't mean we're powerless. By understanding how mortgage interest works and using smart strategies, you can start taking control of your loan and start winning. Let's get started. To beat the interest game, we must first understand the rules. Every monthly mortgage payment is split into two parts. Part 1, principal, the amount you borrowed. Part 2, interest, the bank's fee for lending you the money. In the early years, almost all of your payments go towards interest, not the principal. Banks design it this way to keep you locked in for longer, maximizing their profits. Let's say you borrow $500,000 at 4% interest rate over a 30-year loan term, and you'll pay $360,000 in interest. At 7%, that interest skyrockets to $700,000, even more than what you originally borrowed. Now, why is this the case? Let's look at this amortization schedule. For the first 10 years, the bulk of your payments go towards the interest, leaving the principal barely touched. By the time you're paying more towards the principal, the banks have already pocketed in hundreds of thousands of dollars. The system is designed to keep you paying for as long as you possibly can. But here's how we can drastically reduce the interest and beat the game. Let's go back to a $500,000 mortgage at 6% interest rate and look at these examples. Here's scenario 1. Add an extra $100 per month to your payment and save around $57,000 in interest and cut 2.57 years off your loan. Now let's switch to a fortnightly repayment scenario. Now you're saving $110,000 in interest and you're cutting off 4.5 years off the loan. Scenario 3, pay weekly and add $100 each time. Now you're saving $183,000 in interest and you're slashing nearly 9 years off your loan. So, by making the extra payments and switching to a weekly schedule, these small adjustments can shave years off your mortgage and save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. An offset account or regional facility is one of the most powerful tools you could use to save on your home loan. Here's how it works. Think of the home loan as a jar filled with water. The water represents the amount of money you own. Now imagine an offset account as a cup you could use to scoop the water out of the jar. If you owe $300,000 but had $30,000 in the offset account, you effectively scooped out $30,000 worth of water. This means you only left with $270,000 in the jar and only pay interest on that amount. Now, here's the crucial part. Interest is calculated daily. Every day, the bank looks at the remaining water in the jar and charges interest on that amount. The sooner you scoop the water out by depositing your income into the offset account on day 1 instead of day 30, the more days you benefit with a lower water level. So by using your offset account or regional facility properly, your money works for you. Every 1% reduction on your interest rate can save you over $100,000 on a $500,000 loan. Here's the problem. If you had a home loan for a while, chances are you're paying a much higher interest rate than new customers. This is called the loyalty tax, the extra cost of sticking with your current lender while they offer the best rates to attract new customers. Take a look at this chart. It shows that existing customers constantly pay higher interest than new customers. Over time, this gap can widen between 0.5% to 1% or more, costing you tens of thousands of dollars in extra interest. You should refinance your home loan every 1 to 2 years. This ensures that you remain always on the most competitive rate in the market, but refinancing can be a hassle. Endless paperwork, phone calls, and follow-ups with the lenders. Instead of dealing with all this stress yourself, you can outsource the entire process to a broker like myself. I find the best deals for your unique circumstances, negotiate with the banks on your behalf, and handle all the paperwork from start to finish. I will monitor your loan regularly to make sure that you are still on the most competitive rate in the market. Best of all, my service is 100% free, so you can focus on the things that matter the most. Once you've mastered all these strategies, you can now use your mortgage as a springboard to build your long-term wealth. Let's now explore the last and the most powerful strategy. As you pay down the mortgage, you begin to build equity, the portion of your home value that you actually own. Equity is simply the difference between what your house is worth and what you still owe on your loan. Now here's the exciting part. You can leverage this equity to invest in more properties and grow your wealth at the same time. This is how wealth is created through real estate. So what's the key ingredients to make this work? Well, first you need to invest in high growth areas. Look for locations with a strong long-term potential for capital growth. The second point is you also need to make sure you have decent rental yields. This helps you cover your expenses like mortgage repayments, maintenance, and property management fees while you hold the property. And thirdly, consider interest only. This can help you free up the cash flow, allowing you to hold on to the property while it appreciates in value. Here's the best part. This entire process is repeatable. You can use the equity from one property to acquire another property. And when the property appreciates in value, you can sell and pay off all your debts. Now, if you need help finding the right investment property, book a call with me using the link below. Let's turn your mortgage from a financial burden into a wealth-building creation. Mortgages don't have to control your life. With the right strategies, you can take back control, pay off your loan faster, and be financially free.